Hello YouTube, particularly New Fane people. I just wanted to talk about this very upsetting budget cuts lately in the board meeting that's going to be going on tomorrow. I just want to say that everybody I've talked to about it is very upset about this, and I did the musical this year, and I really loved it. It was so much fun, and I would really love to do it again next year, but I don't think there's going to be a musical next year, and that's just really unfortunate. I think that the musical is definitely such a great thing for not only us kids, but the music teachers that help us with it. You know, they love it so much. I can just tell by the way that their enthusiasm is, and it's also a great thing for the community. Like, people love to come see our shows, and on Sunday we had the whole auditorium filled, and there was even rows of chairs in the back, and that's how many people came to see us. And I know we raised a lot of money. Now, one thing I was wondering was, well, where is all this money going to go if there's no musical? Because the money you raise from a show pays for the next show. Well, they said, I heard that they would probably give it to the other music groups, like band and chorus and stuff like that, and for funding field trips and things like that, which it would be okay, but I just really think, like, we have the money there, we raised it, you know, I mean, everything would be so good, and the musical has been an ongoing tradition for a long time, and it's just something that's very important to the community. And I'm sorry you may disagree with me, but I just feel that sports are not as important in certain ways. Like, I mean, yes, sports are important, and I'm just not a sporty person, but if I was, this would probably bother me. But I do feel that some sports are more important than others. Like, cheerleading, not really that important, unless, you know, you're one of those people that's, like, competitively cheerleading and, you know, you're really, really into it. Like, teams like golf, I mean, can't you, like, I just think that they could make a recreational league that could be funded from things outside of the school to create, like, a New Fane golf club, kind of like the lacrosse team. They're not through the school, which then they could still have their team, and they could save money for the other sports or programs at the school. Like, things are just, they're talking about getting rid of every after-school club, not just the musical and drama club and stuff like that, which personally I wouldn't care all that much if drama club got cut, because we haven't done anything this year really anyway, so it really wouldn't make that much of a difference. But I will be upset if there's no musical, and I just don't think it's right. Like, I know the state doesn't have a lot of money to fund these things, but I mean, how much could it really cost? Like, how much of an extra cost could it be to put on the musical when we already have a bunch of money that we just raised? I mean, yes, the teachers are getting paid for it after school every day, but I mean, it's just something that should be there. And I know a lot of people are upset about there not being Model UN in the robotics teams, and like circuit stompers and things like that, and student senate. I heard them say that they were going to get rid of the class advisors possibly, which would mean that there wouldn't be prom or homecoming or things like that, which I was partly happy about, because personally I hated the pep rallies both years that I've been in the high school, and I would be really glad if we had no pep rally next year. That's just me. I cannot stand them. They give me massive headaches, and they're just very annoying. But I would like to go to prom, and I just think that that's something that's a part of high school that they should not take away from us. And another thing is, people are trying to go to college for things like with art and sports and music. I know a lot of people have gotten scholarships and stuff for the music, and if they cut back on the music programs, that kind of makes it a lot more difficult. And if they get rid of stuff, that obviously hurts them quite a bit with their future plans. And I also just think that there is just so much important things in high school that should be available to us, and taking these things away from us is really, it's not doing us any good. And like it's always been said, to invest in the younger generation, because it's more like we are the future. We are what the next generation. We're going to be, you know, all working soon, and you know, it really affects us. And you know, people on this board have to remember their high school days, and you know, I'm sure they had all these clubs and all these things that they did. I bet they went to prom. I bet, you know, they had a lot of fun times in high school, and taking that away from us is just not right. I mean, normally I am anti-school spirit, you know, kind of not really in a lot of things, but to me this is a big deal, and I would personally just like to see everything get passed, except for the stuff that's, you know, really not necessary. But you know, most likely a bunch of stuff is going to get cut. Yeah. I'm gonna try to go to the board meeting tomorrow and protest, but we'll see how that goes. I need a ride there, but we'll see. And I just, you know, have to talk about my hair because it's not looking very good today. It looked a lot better this morning, and you know how particular I am about my hair if you know me at all. So yes, I think that concludes my little rant, so feel free to comment. Okay, yeah, thanks for watching.